IRAC is missing. Oh my God, where is he? Who took him? Why? What is happening here? This is, of course, Wonder Woman starring the immortal Linda Carter, season 2. I like this episode. It's going to get a decent score. It's not going to get like a super mega high score, but it's going to get a pretty good score. This is a good comic book kind of story for back then. Starting off with the story, I'm going to give it 1 point for the story. The best you can get is 2 points. 1 point for the story. It was good. I wish they would have done more with the computer stuff. So there's this villain named Have It All. He wants to have it all. I guess that's his name. And he's stealing information from computers. And this is done at a time where they really didn't exactly know how computers would end up functioning and what they would do, but they put a lot of importance to them. There is a few people who kind of look down on them. So this is still these computers, they're not that good. What are they going to do, But I like this villain a lot, that he's like, no, computers are great. He wants IRAC. He's got his own little characters. He has Corey, who's like a sort of it's a person in a costume robot, but she moves around and talks and does stuff. So that's kind of neat. Rover is introduced. He's like the little R2D2 looking kind of robot who goes around, and he's like a little dog robot. He's pretty neat. He serves coffee at the end to Diana, so she likes him. She's like, well, thanks for my coffee. It's like, oh, you've hurt ankles and stuff like that. It's like you run into ankles and you hit things. That's pretty funny. So there's a lot of lightheartedness in this one. But yeah, it was pretty good. So basically, starts off with this guy. For the pacing, I'll give it 1.5 just to get to the pacing. It moves pretty quickly. I could have liked a little bit more Wonder Woman action, though there's some really wicked stuff. And I'll just get to the artistry again while I'm here. I'm going to give the artistry 1.5. I was going to give it a 1, but then the ending where Diana is dodging this laser beam. So she breaks into Havital's base, which looks wicked. And she fights against like this robot eye. It's almost like a HAL 9000, and it's like shooting lasers, and she's like dodging and like doing the blocking and stuff. It's pretty neat. So that was cool. A lot of jumping around. That all that stuff was good. There's a few good Wonder Woman effects. Like there's a part where there's a bomb that's going to explode, and she wraps her lasso around it, and it kind of like contains it. That's kind of neat. Back to the story, there is a few things where Diana transforms into Wonder Woman in front of IRAC. Now, I don't know if it's like Hal, where he has either sensors or an eye or something that he can actually see that, hey, she just transformed in front of me. She definitely does in front of Rover, both Rovers. There's an evil version as well. But like the guy is stealing different mainframe computers, their information, not that physical. Like it's kind of interesting because it's almost like he's like a hacker. Like today, it just would have been a hacker, right? But back then, you need a guy who physically goes there and plugs another computer in, and then it takes the memory. There's a funny bit in the beginning where this computer is introducing this guy, and it's like it starts to forget its name to show that it's being drained. Kind of like when HAL 9000 is being shut down, and he starts to just go, oh, da, da, and he's like singing a song, and he's just like kind of all messed up. So there's that kind of thing. There is a couple of parts in the artistry, to go back to that, where when she's tying the lasso around the bomb, it's like sped up. So I'm not sure if they're saying that Diana is a little faster than a normal person. I don't think we've seen that yet. I don't think we've seen that depicted as like as a fast forwarding motion of, tying up the thing really quickly. It's like, and you can tell that the footage has been sped up. So that's kind of neat. I'm just looking at what other notes I have here. Yeah, so I liked all that. For the characters, I'm going to give it a 2 points, full score, 2 out of 2 for the characters. I really like, obviously, Linda Carter is the greatest of all time. That's not in question. This show is always going to get a 1 point guaranteed because she's in it and she's the best. But I like this villain. This guy was pretty serious. He was, it was like, he was hamming it up a little bit, but just enough to not be like stupid, but to be pretty threatening. And he was saying some good stuff. He had a couple of stooges who were goofs, standard villain stuff. The stooges are always kind of goofy. But I thought he was awesome. Steve doesn't do much, which is fine. I'm totally okay with this being really Diana's thing. It's like she's Agent Prince. She goes out and does stuff. That's it. A lot of the episodes, I always feel not all of them. Some of them, I feel like Diana could have solved it on her own. This one, I do think that Wonder Woman was needed because of the robot factor. I wasn't sure if the robots would fight her, like physically fight her. That would have been kind of neat. But I mean, if she was just Diana, she would have gotten lasered to death by that HAL 9000 eye or whatever. So there you go. Enjoyment factor, I think I'll give it a 1.5. I really did enjoy this one, so I'm giving this a 7.5 out of 10. That's a very good score. 6 is sort of your passing grade. 5 or 6 is, sort of a pass there. So I like this one. IRAC is a fun computer. The interactions between Corey and Ira are neat because they're talking back and forth as two computers. Like, oh, what do you do? And then Corey kind of like turns face. She turned into a good guy to help him out. That's kind of neat. So it's like, do they have feelings? I don't know. They kind of, the robots in these kinds of shows, it's always like they kind of have feelings, but they don't. But do they? Are they sentient? I don't know. It's weird, right? So there's a lot of fun stuff, and it ends with a smile as always. So I enjoyed this episode. Let me know what your thoughts are on it. If you like this kind of stuff, you like Wonder Woman, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notification bell. It's pretty much every Wednesday there's going to be one of these Wonder Woman Wednesday. Easy to remember. So that's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time.
Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.